I'm being forcibly removed from the building again of a public lobby, so.
So if you want to take off that gun and badge, I'm happy to scrap with you one day. You want to do it, let's do it. Let me know, buddy.
That is not a crime, and you're telling me to get out of my vehicle.
Do you know where Lieutenant Mingus is right now? So no, he's not in the building?
I don't know. I'm not.
What do you know? I'm not telling you nothing else until I find out who's driving that vehicle. You not a supervisor, bro. I need somebody higher than you right now.
I didn't break the law. I'm not going to be found guilty of anything. This is a waste of time. If you guys want to know who I am, I'll tell you who I am. Okay. You want to know what I'm doing here? I'll tell you what I'm doing here.
If you didn't know, I went to the police academy and they kicked me out.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Spit me on my face right now! She spit in my face!
Today's video takes us to Plymouth, Indiana, where a frauditor seems to be confused on if he is detained or not, but regardless, if he's free to go, he's free to stay. But then the police officers tell him not to go on to the private property. Oh, dearie me. Well, sit back, watch, and enjoy! So here we have a frauditor standing about on the sidewalk recording some type of building in which it houses some county offices. He's not doing anything wrong, but he looks rather suspicious, and somebody calls the police. Now the audio is horrendous for a couple minutes in here, but it does get better, so bear with me.
How you doing today?
Alright. Do you have any ID on you? Getting calls of suspicious people again, so
Would that
I know
be
you're over there by the library, so...
Would that be a misdemeanor or a felony?
What?
Suspicion.
Well, you're...
Because according to 34285,
right,
3.5, I'm not.
Now you're on private property, though.
No, this is a sidewalk.
But you were over here earlier.
No, I was not.
Okay, that's what they're...
The camera doesn't lie.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Are you gonna let me see your camera?
So according to this...
Are you going to let me see your camera?
No.
Okay, so I don't know.
Not
you're
I mean,
against theirs, right?
Not unless you're going to arrest me for something.
You have your ID on you?
This code right here, specifically, yes. Huh?
What
it's 35285.3.5,
right.
Failure to ID. It only says I have to ID if I'm being charged with a crime. Do you suspect me of a crime?
Well now, Frauditor, the only crime that you've committed is that you're an oxygen thief. I don't know if that's a misdemeanor or a felony, but you're an oxygen thief, taking oxygen off our planet every day.
Yeah, trespassing.
I need, what's your reasonable articulable suspicion?
ID?
What is your reasonable articulable
I'm asking you for ID.
suspicion?
I'm asking you for ID.
What is your reasonable articulable suspicion? I'm not under any requirement.
What's that?
That's my Fifth Amendment right.
What's that got to do with
I'm invoking it to remain silent. I'm not going to waive it.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to speak to you without my lawyer at this point.
Well, you want to call him?
I don't answer questions.
See, now you don't want to talk to him. I'm going to read this, okay? You want to go?
What's your badge number, sir?
Property?
What's your badge number, sir?
3900.
You've been very professional. Thank you.
I know. See, like I said, the complaint we had was using video in cars in here.
What's your name, sir?
Where?
What's your badge number?
6671.
Are you ILEA certified?
Yes.
So you would know about asking for ID.
You don't want to answer
You're a public servant. You have to. You're under an obligation. You're a public servant.
So this frauditor carries around a laminated Fifth Amendment card. I wonder if he got that idea from Chili, because you know Chili likes to tout his tri-fold. Yeah, well maybe I'm gonna start getting some laminated cards. What could I get? The First Amendment, the Second Amendment. I don't think I need the Third Amendment though, do I? Nah, I'm gonna skip that one.
Oh, you can talk
Public
to my
servant.
chief.
Bring him down here. I'd love to.
You can talk to him.
Okay, I'll go there next.
Stop in it right down the road.
Yeah, I'm not going to go in the building, but if he wants to come outside, that'd be great.
That's a public building. You can't go. The lobby's fine.
Well, this is a public building. I mean,
But it's also private property.
It uses government resources.
But it's
So,
also
but if they said I'm over here, this is still public access. You realize that?
Private property. If they don't want you on their property, they can say
handicaps.
that.
Nobody's come out here and said that, and I have to be given the right to leave. Nobody's come out here and asked me to leave. If you're going to say for trespassing, if you're going to say trespassing, I have to be given the right to leave. Nobody's asked me to leave.
Well, when I was talking to you earlier,
yes, sir.
It was a little unusual because we don't have someone walk around videotape, so just out of the ordinary. Why I was down there earlier, so I haven't been in to talk with them there, but it could be that they're a little bit afraid to come out because you never know these days what'll happen.
You know that nonsense that frauditors always use about you have to ask me to leave first? Well, why don't you go to the Treasury Department in Washington, D.C., or better yet, go to the White House. See if they ask you to leave. Yeah, see what they say. I'm betting you'll wind up in the back of a Secret Service van quicker than say, what happened? Mm-hmm.
What do you mean what'll happen? I have a Nikon, not a Canon.
I understand, but but I'm just saying, how they, people doing things nowadays. You don't know if somebody's got a weapon on them, if they're gonna.
Oh, I'm totally unarmed. Okay. I mean, I'll give you that. I mean, I have no weapons on me whatsoever.
Because sometimes people do a lot of research, before they. That's why.
This is Division of Family Resources, not to mention the WIC building. Oh, this is a government entity. If they rent space out of here and they have a public parking area, it's public.
Well, it's public access.
Yeah, public access, which means I have a right to be on it if I need to be on it. Right. If I want to walk through here and walk around and do the horseshoe, that's fine. That's my business to be on here to see if the WIC office is maintaining their property. Okay. If the taxpayer dollars is getting the trash out of here, making sure it's not, I mean, there's not enough parking. Everybody's parking on the streets. Everybody's parking where they're not supposed to be parking. So if I wanted to walk through here and count all the parking spaces, nobody can tell me no.
What this idiot doesn't understand, and so many other frauditors as well, this is private property. It's open to the public and it houses public offices, but it's still private property. And the owners can ask you at any time to leave for any reason at all. And if they think that you're causing a disturbance, they most certainly are well within their rights to ask you to leave. Doesn't matter who's inside the offices. It matters who owns the property, idiot.
On this side.
There, yeah. Okay.
Yes. I've never where you're standing.
Right. I know, but you understand, he just asked you for ID to know who you are, so we know you're not a convicted felon, criminal, anybody that would have bad intentions.
Well, I mean, how do I know you're not?
Well, because I am in uniform.
Well, that doesn't mean you don't have any internal affairs investigations upon you or him for criminal activity.
Right.
Okay.
Well, we wouldn't be working the street if we had criminal activity suspicion.
I have no idea. I don't know what your policies are.
Okay. I know you say you're not from around here, so. So you from Indiana?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I mean, it's just, what I'm saying is we would be gone already. Just show an ID, you're legit, everything's cool, we're out of here.
But I haven't broken a law.
I understand, but that's what the way the call came in about being in it.
But where's the proof?
We'll figure that out. Don't worry.
I'll say, where's the proof?
I understand that's what he was checking.
Okay. Am I being detained?
I believe so.
So I'm free to go.
I mean, he's got your card there.
Well, I've got a dozen more.
Do you?
I just need that one because it has his fingerprints on it.
Okay.
Makes absolutely no sense to me when an idiot says, am I being detained? The cop says no. Okay, well then I can stay then. Right, well then why were you concerned about being detained if you want to stay? It makes no sense. But remember, we're dealing with frauditors. They have no common sense. You must remember that at all times.
Sure.
Or he can have it, whichever I determine.
Yeah, it's your card, so.
But I'm not being detained.
I'm not detaining you, no.
Is he detaining me?
He didn't say he was, so.
Moments later.
Thank you, sir. Am I being detained?
We're just waiting to see if they want you no trespass.
So am I being detained?
You are till they tell us.
What crime do you suspect me of committing?
What did I just tell you?
I'd like your supervisor out here. Call a supervisor because you're illegally detaining me. You cannot show me what I'm doing wrong.
Are you illegally detaining me?
We'll find you.
I'm in a
am I holding you?
I'm a bright freaking vest. Of course you're going to find me.
Am I holding you?
I'm asking if I'm being detained.
Am I holding you?
Am I being detained?
Am I detaining you?
Am I being detained?
Am I detaining
Or
you?
am I free to go?
Bye.
If I'm free to go, I'm free to stay, right?
Bye. On the sidewalk, right.
I've always been on the sidewalk.
Okay.
Or the...
That's what I just said. This idiot argues back and forth with the officer. Am I being detained? The officer says no. Oh, well, then if I'm free to go, I can free to stay. What in... Whoa. Oh. You know, I'm glad this is my last video that I'm editing for the day because I've about had it with these morons.
Public easement.
How long is your battery good for?
Considering I have several battery backups, about 18 hours.
At least you got a nice day.
Excuse me, sir.
Huh?
I said, excuse me, I don't want to walk between you guys and get shot or tased.
Well, I
I'm going to go that way.
Shoot at each other with you walking between.
Well, I just want to make sure I'm giving you notice because I want to see if there's any emergency lights on.
Plenty path there. Emergency lights,
Yeah, I mean, he's well. A lot of times the officers, no lights in the front, emergency lights in the rear. He doesn't have any emergency lights. He's parked in a no parking area. I just want to see.
No parking sign?
You tell me.
I see a no parking sign.
Okay.
Why do frauditors have such a disdain for police officers and authority figures in general? What did these police officers ever do to this guy? Nothing. He's never met them. He's done nothing to this guy, but he wants to be a smart aleck with him. You know, these guys, I'm telling you, man, they need a backhand right across the mouth, don't they? Nothing too serious, you know, we don't want to draw blood or anything. Just something that's going to hurt you this evening when you have your dinner. Yeah.
I do see him blocking the driveway, though. The entry.
Where?
Right there on the curve. If I was parked there, I'd get a ticket. But I don't see the emergency.
Okay. All right. Well, they don't want you on the property, so as long as you stay off the property.
Well, don't shoot anybody, don't tase anybody, and don't sick your dog, and don't beat your wife either.
Well, there you have it, folks. A real cop hater. I don't often watch this guy's videos, and the last video I did about him, he wasn't this vocal, but I'll have to keep watching him and see what he's up to. With that in mind, if you enjoy watching idiots, imbeciles, and morons on my channel, please subscribe. As always, thanks so much for stopping by. Cheers to that.